heat up some food for lunch. I made a Thai chicken soup the other day and it was so good. So I'm gonna heat that up for lunch. Michael just left a couple minutes ago for work, I guess. He doesn't go into the office that often, but I think about every quarter they have like a mandatory meeting. So he left for work and he's gonna be gone pretty much all day, and they have like a after work dinner thing tonight. So it's just me and the pup today. Like I said, I'm gonna heat up some lunch and then I am going to finish a vlog that I edited yesterday and get that uploaded, and then do some research on some other content stuff that I wanted to look into. I just wanted to hop on here and say though, I went to Pilates, as you saw, at 6:30 this morning, and I stopped by my little brother's to give him this ice cream machine that my parents bought him, and he invited me in for coffee. So I had coffee, but then I wanted more coffee when I came home. But I'm usually a 1 cup a day person, like max. Like I don't do that much caffeine, and I like feel crazy right now. Like my train of thought is crazy. I don't know, I'm not like shaking or anything. I think I just need to drink water and eat some more food, but that was way too much caffeine for me. Like I cannot be doing that. I do not feel good off that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I do have to clean up a little bit, to make the bed, do some laundry, since, you know, today's technically like my day off because I'm going to the barn tomorrow. Okay, this is a leftover soup. So it has chicken, garlic, ginger, bok choy. The noodles are rice noodles, I believe. Curry paste, coconut milk, and then I added some chicken bouillon for a little bit more flavor. And then, oh, I need to add green onion and cilantro on top. It's so good. I made it the other night. I think I was supposed to make it with ramen noodles, but I've saved a couple Thai soup recipes, and I think I just got them all mixed up, but this was delicious. I just finished uploading the vlog, making a few other clips and uploading those, and I finished eating, and I just remembered that the Victoria's Secret fashion show is back once again. I'm so excited. It's on in about an hour. I used to watch it growing up, like religiously. I never missed it. I made my family watch it with me. Like I was obsessed, and I wanted to be like, I think many girls wanted to be Victoria's Secret angel, and I love that it's back, so I'm so excited. So I think what I'm going to do, since I have an hour, is I'm going to do my little cleanup, start the laundry, get in the shower, and get all cozy, and use that hour to get ready so that I can sit on the couch and watch the fashion show in peace. Maybe I'll make a little tea. I don't know. It just sounds like a really exciting, fun thing to do for the rest of the day. But yeah, I'll watch that. And then I did start a book when I was on the plane. Was that last weekend or the weekend before? And I just haven't gotten back to it because I haven't gotten into the book yet. And it's called Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I think that I'm gonna want to get back into that. I didn't get enough into the book when I started it to like hook me quite yet. So I'm gonna start that probably later this evening. I have to think about what I'm gonna get myself for dinner, because I'm definitely not gonna cook just for myself since Michael's gonna be out tonight. So we will see. I'm gonna do my little cleanup, take my shower, get cozy, and start the show. stuff that I needed to do in an hour. I am waiting for it to come on. I have about 7 minutes. I'm just gonna sit here and relax and watch the show. I am about to make lunch right now. I went to Pilates this morning, hung out, read my book for a little bit, took a shower, put away some laundry, did my hair because we are going out to LA today for a training for Archie. He will be going to a training, like a board and train in a couple weeks for 2 weeks, but we have 2 trainings with the trainer before that happens. So that's what's going on today. I'm gonna make myself a quick lunch, hopefully. I don't know what I throw together, but I'm gonna throw something together really quickly. And yeah, that's what we're doing. I was trying to record earlier, and then I've been having this issue with my SD card where I have to take the stuff off of it, and then it still feels, even though it says there's no image, it's still, anyways, I had to reformat my SD card. So I'm gonna get started with lunch. So I had a chicken breast that I made the other day, so I just threw that in here with some zucchini because I have so much zucchini from Costco. And then I got this sauce a while ago, hot and spicy. I used their original, but I really like the hot and spicy, so I just threw this on there for some seasoning. And then I have a little avocado, and this is our quick lunch. Had to hurry up and eat. And now Michael's taking Archie potty really quick. I have to drive because Michael has to work in the car on the way there. Unfortunately, this trainer is far away. But the reason that we chose this trainer was because he's worked. Hold on. The reason we chose this trainer is because he worked with a wiener dog. And if anybody knows anything about wiener dogs, but they are the most stubborn and hard to train dogs because they're so smart. Like, he was just so ridiculously hard. In fact, this is the 3rd trainer that we're going to. The first trainer that we had, I shouldn't even really count her, even though she did crate train him for us. But after that, when we tried to ask her, and this was when he was really young, we tried to ask her advice about his reactivity when he was a baby, and she did like 1 in-person training with us, and we like messaged her, and part of the package that we got with her was like 1 more training. We tried to message her and was like, hey, like these things aren't really working, like we've been actively trying, blah blah blah, and she ghosted us. So that was that. And then we did e-collar training through a company named Sit Means Sit, and you know, that helped with other aspects, but again, the reactivity was not being fixed. So hopefully this guy can help us with that. That's like part of what he did with the other dachshund that he worked with, because it's a very common thing in dachshunds. They're anxious dogs. But yeah, so we are headed out there now. We just got done with Archie's training. My plan was to take a couple clips, but
I got some.
Oh, you did? Horizontally?
Yeah, of you walking, Archie. Yeah, I'm the best.
So nice. Look at that. YouTube husband. Okay, so we just got done with Archie's training though. But when we got there and we walked up to the trainer and we started talking to him, all of a sudden, this lady comes up behind us and she goes, hey, is there a reason you park so close to my car, to our trainer? And he said, I'm sorry, what? And she said, is there a reason you like scooted up so close to my car when there's so much space in front of you? Like, it's creepy. And he was like, she's like, we were eating in the car and you pulled up hella close to us. And he was like, I mean, I was just trying to leave space in front of me in case somebody else needed to park there. Which there was space for, you know, somebody to...
There's a whole nother car worth of
like
space.
SUV space.
Yeah.
Like, it was, anyways, so she was in the wrong, truthfully. I think she was just an angry person. And then she's like, he's like, but I'm sorry, like, if you felt like it was too close, that wasn't, you know, my intention. And she was like, and when you open the back of your car, a bunch of dog hair came out and we're eating. And he's like, oh, like, sorry. She's like, yeah, with all your dog, whatever they're called. What are they called? Dog crates in the back of your car. And he was like, yeah, like, I'm sorry if, you know, it made you uncomfortable, but, like, he said sorry. He didn't need to say sorry because he technically didn't do anything wrong. And then she said, well, are you gonna move your car? And he was like, no, I'm not gonna move my car. And she was like, oh yeah, that's what I thought. And then he laughed because she was being insane. And she was like, oh yeah, just another entitled white man. And he's like, okay.
No, she didn't say entitled that.
Oh,
she couldn't
right.
think of it.
She
She's
said,
like,
oh, just another privileged white man or something.
Man. Yeah. And then she said entitled later.
And then he was like, okay. And then she walked over. She was playing with this little girl that was with her. And
her daughter.
I don't
that
know.
lady should not have a kid. I'm sorry.
I feel bad for the girl that was with her because she was visibly uncomfortable. And she was making it seem like she was uncomfortable because of what he did, but she was uncomfortable because of her reaction, of her continually coming up to us. Anyways, so we went to a different spot closer to the trainer's car because he was worried she was going to do some crazy stuff. And we were just trying to get our training started, and she comes back, oh, he laughs at something we are talking about. We left her, didn't think about it anymore. He laughed and she goes, ah, we like hear in the background. We're trying to ignore her. And she comes back over, entitled, that's the word I was looking for, you're entitled. And he just laughed and was like, okay. And she keeps yapping, she was yapping the whole time. Oh my gosh, and then she came back over and she got a little too close to my dog, so then I had to go around Michael and go get Archie because she was too close to him and I was not about to let her get near my dog in that state whatsoever. And so I got Archie away from her and then just let her keep yapping. And then she just wouldn't stop. So then our trainer had to call the police, which is like, if she could have just walked away. Like, it was just so unnecessary. It was so petty. It was so unnecessary. Nothing was that big of a deal. She must have just had a bad day. So then he calls the cops and she's like recording him. Like, oh, you left all your dog hair over here. Like, what are you gonna do about it? First of all, dog hair is organic and good for soil. He's gonna leave it there. We're outside at a park. Anyway, she was insane. He called the cops because she would not leave us alone. And the cops came and she like goes up to the car first and is like, he's the one that called the cops on me. And I was just blah, blah, blah. And it was very rude. Nothing that he did was illegal. Nothing that he did was, you know, justifies that reaction she had. And the cops were like, okay. So then the other cop comes over to us and he's like, what's going on? You called the cops. He said, yeah, I mean, this is what happened. She keeps coming up to us. She won't leave us alone. She keeps harassing us. And then I felt the need to also say something because I was like, yeah, like, she would have just left it. It would have been fine. But now she continually comes up to us and it's just unnecessary at this point. And he said, okay, well, you know, our trainer took videos of her acting crazy and showed it to the cop, and the cop's like, okay, we'll tell her to leave you alone. And then she sat there for a little bit after the cops left, and as she was leaving, she had to get a last word in, blah, blah, blah. And it's just so ridiculous. But I have never in my life, like, I watch that stuff on TikTok all the time, like all the like cops going up to these people, these crazy people, all this stuff. But I've never in real life seen that, and you know, it's just insane. And then she tried to bring us into it. She's like, and this is who you're working with? I was like, girl, don't leave me, my dog, and my husband alone. Like,
I was gonna say that I heard the cops say to our trainer that She says she's just trying to set an example for her daughter.
What a horrible
who was there
example.
to like not like just back down on things. And I'm like, this lady's the one who started it all so obnoxiously for no reason.
Like, how many times when you're out driving and you need to park on the street and somebody parked like an idiot in the middle where 2 cars could have fit and now only 1 car is there? He did it the right way, and she's just, it was just so insane. And like I said, I had never seen that kind of behavior in person. It's so LA to me. Like, when I think of LA, I think of people like that.
Yeah.
And speak of entitled, like, what, you're entitled to the whole street parking? Babe, do you know the definition of entitled? Michael at one point almost was like, look, like, can you just leave us alone? Because we're trying.
Just leave us alone. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And she just was just yelling over me, and I was like, I'm not even gonna get into it.
Yeah, and I was like, I just go away. All I wanted was for her to go away. Go away, have your bad day somewhere else. Please just leave us alone. Like, we're trying to do something. You're making us all just irritated. Besides the fact that you're making us uncomfortable, you're just getting annoying at this point, like a little bug that won't get out of your face. And the training session went fine. It wasn't like that big of a deal, just stuff to work on before he goes to the board and train in 2 weeks. He's pretty well trained as it is in obedience stuff. Obviously there's room for improvement, but just a couple things for us to work on. Unfortunately, he won't be able to come with me to Grandma's house for the next 2 weeks, and she and him are not going to be very happy about that. I don't see the lure of LA. It is what it is. I'm very excited to be leaving the city because people, every time we cross into LA too, the driving gets insane. It's like too much for me.
New world.
It's like way too much for me. Way too combative. Everybody's angry. I can't take it. So, Archie's exhausted. Are you so tired, babe?
I hate this city. I hate this county.
As people we're literally stopped right now.
Yeah, we're
literally stopped.
We're in slow traffic.
Nobody can go. Somebody's honking for no reason.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's my update for now. We are going to be sitting in traffic for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then go home and relax. And after all that commotion,
not see another soul.
We are done with people for the day. We just want to go home,
be a hermit
and relax and watch our show and drink a little chai tea.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to show you guys the chai tea.
Chai kick,
Michael has been on a chai kick. I've always been a chai girl.
And I was gonna say, the chai kick started from no other thing than, like, we were at the airport trying to come back from the wedding, and all we wanted was like a nice chai you know, to have on the flight back home. So we're at the Starbucks next to the gate. Well, they ran out of chai. We literally placed our mobile order, and I swear to God, 30 seconds later, the guy working behind the counter is like, if anyone ordered chai, we're out. And I was just sad. And so then I've just been craving a chai. And then Jen picked up some, I don't know, homemade, do I call it homemade chai?
No. So from the Ecology Center, they had this little tin of, it's chai masala. I don't know if that's different than chai, but it's chai masala, and it's the powdered, like, spices that go into chai. So it's not concentrate or anything, but it's the spices. And, you know, you warm it up with water and milk, and then you add your own sweetener, which I really like that option, because we just do a little bit of maple syrup instead of like sugar or whatever. And I just got some decaf black tea to add into it, and it's just like it's kind of like replacing our sweet treat right now at the end of the night.
Yeah, it sure is, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still use some.
Yeah, we have creamy in the freezer, but we've just been wanting that chai before bed, and that sounds wonderful.
It's getting a little cooler.
It's a little chilly willy.
So then, like, ice cream's good, but not really when you're cold. I'll take cookies.
Anyways, so we're excited to get home. We're not getting home. It's 4 o'clock right now. We're not getting home till 6:08. Luckily, Michael has leftovers from his work thing the other day. We're just gonna have that for dinner, sit on the couch, drink our chai, watch our show. Okay, I'm about to make our chais, so I'm waiting for the water to simmer a little bit. This is the chai that I got. Diaspora Company Chai Masala. And literally the ingredients are just all the spices that are typical for chai. So this is just the spices. So I put this in first. Just mix it around. But I literally got this last week and we're more than halfway done with it because I've been making it literally every night. Do this, and then once this goes for about 2 minutes, I'll add everything else and pour it in a cup. And that is our chais. I left the tea bags in. I left the tea bags in this time. Just to see if they steep a little bit longer. I don't know. I usually take them out, but that is our chai. Yeah, because we are house sitting for my parents this weekend. I got to go out and ride my horse. Luckily, all my horse clothes are at my mom's, so I don't have to bring any of that. We have started Archie's training. His trainer wanted us to get him used to being in a downstay for a long period of time. Luckily, he loves this place board, and if I'm like around him, he doesn't really care that much. So yeah, this is one of his things that we're working on until he goes to board and train, is the downstay. So this is all the stuff I'm packing for today. I'm gonna go ride my horse. I think we're gonna go to this local Mexican place by my parents' house that they really like tonight for dinner, and then we're gonna bring some stuff that I'll cook at their house tomorrow. And yeah, we're only going for 3 days, 2 nights. They come back on Sunday, but he'll be happy. He's gonna be hanging out with his bestie. I don't know how much downstay practice we'll get with my parents' dog, because if she sees a leash, she's gonna freak out every time. So he's so cute. Oh my god.
Trusting your instincts, realize that knowing looks different to each. When living authentic, do more exploring, the deeper the knowing.
I just got to my parents' house and I'm getting changed to head out to the barn to a quick ride and see my horse. But I wanted to give like a little OOTD because I never do these with my barn outfits. I'm feeling very matchy. My watch is baby blue, so it goes well with this shirt. These pants are Free Ride Equestrian. They're our favorite brand that we wear, and we have them in a bunch of different colors. The shirts with the collars that we wear most of the time are Jack Smith, which I think is actually a golf brand, but they're good. I think we get them off Amazon, and I don't know the brand of these belts, but I'll look it up and insert it on this clip. But we have these in a couple colors too, and yeah.
Power in finding your wholeness in now. Goldie, mute out the chatter. Feel it, burn off the fire. Let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore. Live a life you adore.
Hi, nothing's for you, darling. All right, we just got done at dinner and we decided to get a little sweet treat next door. This is for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure these are like pan dulces. I don't know. And then we got a cookie. But for tonight, well, it's leaking through the bottom. Michael got some flan. And I got some tres leches cake. And this is pretty good from this place. Everything's really good from this place. However, me and my mom have decided that we like our tres leche recipe better. But I think it's just because we like our frosting. It's a little lighter. But look at all the cream seeping out of there. So we're gonna have this. The dogs are still smelling me from saying hi to that dog at the barn. Okay, what was the saying you just said? It's busting at the chops.
I didn't say that.
Busting at the chops. Busting at the seams is a saying.
At the seam.
Chomping
At
the bit is another saying.
Leave me alone.
I just thought, you know, maybe it was just my foreign dad that got all these sayings wrong, but my American husband also gets every single saying wrong. Okay, I am sweating, but I'm leaving the barn right now. I didn't get to have my lesson because Maestro was feeling a little bit off on his front left. And because he's a little bit older, we don't like, well, I personally don't want to push him if he feels a little bit off. Just gonna give him the day off, and then my mom will ride tomorrow, and, you know, hopefully it was just a little something, I don't know. They didn't, one of the other riders there did also mention that it was like the first cold night last night. I think it got to 50, maybe just below 50. And so maybe that could have made him a little bit stiffer. But leaving the barn now. I cleaned up my parents' house this morning. I'm gonna go home, shower, and then we might go to the mall to get some pants for Michael. And that is what we're doing